So, let me preface this video with my personal printer story. This week, my printer ran out bloody ink.
It's a laser colour printer which I use to print these scripts out.
Yes, I script each video. You don't think I come up with all this on the fly, do you? I mean, I know I'm a goddamn genius, but I'm not Russell Brand. I can't just waffle on in a highfalutin way for hours on end.
This was the first time I needed to buy a new cartridge.
First, on Lexmark's website,
the cartridges would have cost over £200 to replace. This was more than double the cost of the printer.
So I searched for all those knocked off ones you can get on eBay. Just one look online left me feeling like
psychosis. I'm so confused.
The cartridges are not named after the printer. They have their own model names, which you're somehow just expected to know. A bit like when some official asks for your national insurance number. It's like, why are you asking me? I don't have a bloody clue. You should have the card. Well, I don't have the card. Or you have to look on Lexmark's website, which, as you know, is like trawling through 7 layers of corporate hell.
And then comes a long list of printers these cartridges are compatible with, which I somehow spotted amidst the mire.
And there's still hundreds of pounds. Perhaps I could sell this printer and get another one. It won't sell. In fact, you can't even bloody give them away. Not without brand new bloody cartridges. Crap almighty. So it's cheaper to buy a brand new printer. Which is what I did. Don't look at me like that. What choice did I have? And what did I do with the old one? Well, nobody wanted it, so I had to chuck it. How ridiculous is this?
Ridiculous! Ridiculous!
That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
It's not good for me or my bank balance, the environment, or my time. The only bloody people this benefits is the printer company.
Jack investigates.
So I did some investigating, as you do when you have a free day, and fell into a sinkhole of conspiracy and intrigue. Here's what I found out. Printers are sold close to their manufacturing cost.
So, if it cost £75 to make the printer, they will sell it for around £75 to £80.
Fair enough. On the other hand, oh look, my other hand. The cost of manufacturing an ink cartridge is less than £1.
And yet, they are being sold for almost 100 times the manufacturing cost.
Which means that printer ink is some of the most expensive liquid in the world. Just after
Scorpion venom at $39 million a gallon. King Cobra venom at $150,000 per gallon. LSD $123,000 per gallon. Insulin $9,400 per gallon. Black printer ink $2,700 per gallon.
Why not go the whole hog and just put LSD in the printer ink? You could call it trippy ink. Then everyone in the office is just lying around on beanbags and staring into space and muttering something incomprehensible about chasing the dragon. Or is that smack? Hey, printer ink's more expensive than smack. And morphine, which is basically the same stuff if you didn't know.
Some printers are actually sold at a loss. The money is made back by selling the ink.
This is known as the razor and blades model, where the razor is sold at a loss so they can make their profit on the blades, which you obviously keep needing. The sharp motherfuckers. I think I got away with that joke, but it was a close shave. Unless you're just going for the Dumbledore look. Or if you need the blades for something else. Like if you sew them into your hat like in Peaky Blinders.
Well, I've heard very bad things about you.
Oh, Alfie, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. After a while, the sale of the blades pays for the manufacture of the razor.
Ink cartridges come with a chip that apparently lets the printer know when you're low on ink.
Sometimes this is known to be bollocks. The cartridge isn't low at all.
For example, say you're running low on cyan ink. The chip will tell the printer not to print any more of that colour until all of the cartridges are replaced.
And a lot of the time, when it says you have low ink, you actually don't. False low ink notifications are common, and you can see why they would do it. So some gullible idiot would just replace them without question. Computer said, so I must. Who's the slave now, the computer or the human?
Some people have even said that if they get a paperclip and reset the chip, the ink levels go back up.
if you have a cup of coffee in a cafe and they come along when it's half full and take it away, you'd go mental. But at least you've got someone to yell at. Who the hell do you yell at when your printer gets messed up? Some poor sod in India called Mark from customer care. A lot of the ink you buy never actually gets used in the printing process.
A report by Consumer Report 2018 test resulted in the conclusion that more than half the ink you buy can be lost in cleaning the printer heads.
Cleaning the printer heads? That's like buying a car, and when the fuel gets to halfway, it squirts the petrol all over itself in some effort to clean it, and then says low fuel.
But in the printing world, exploitation of consumers is the rule of the day.
Did you know a lot of printers purposefully mix a little blue, red or yellow into the black to use up more of the colour ink? Of course, the company's spin doctors, when asked about this, said it gives the black more of a black look. The last time I heard that much bullshit, it was every night on the news. Your consumer rights are being fucked with more than a dodgy second-hand car salesman.
This is the kind of small-time, petty, snake oil bullshit, collusion and corporate cronyism that gives capitalism a bad name.
True capitalism wouldn't allow this, because if one printer company did this, you would just shop somewhere else, and that scammy printer company would go out of business. This is real free market enterprise.
But in a corporatocracy and monopoly, all the printer companies have spoken to each other and decided that this is what we do,
leaving you with no choice. So, what's the lesson here? Well, this is a call to arms of sorts. This is my Che Guevara moment, probably, to say that we will take this no more, to stop putting up with this shoddy crap. And if you're an inventor, or even a big company, please, invent a printer that works as it bloody should and doesn't rip us off, waste our time, and it just works. If you do, you'll probably become a very rich person indeed.